Camera loops are live. You're clear. Just walk. Thank you. He moves cautiously, boots tapping against the metal floor. At first, everything feels standard. Cold air from the vents, the hum of generators far below. But with every step, a faint pressure begins to build. Halfway down, a shiver runs down his spine, as though the corridor itself is exhaling behind him. The lights dim for a heartbeat. When they return, the corridor feels slightly longer. Something brushes his mind, a slow touch, like fingertips tracing the inside of his skull. He stops walking. The presence does not. It moves closer, pressing against him in a way that feels both intimate and predatory, studying him with a hunger that has nothing to do with flesh. Howard, something's wrong. Spectral sight. He was really down walking the corridor. He scans the corridor, left to right, up and down, the walls, the ceiling. Nothing? No shimmer of green outline, nothing, no tall tale of an abstract. The corridor is empty. It's moving, Howard. I can feel it circling us. Yeah, I feel it too. Feel what? It's getting closer, Howard. You have to do something. Okay, first off, how do we put these things in our... Howard tries to take another step. His leg refuses to obey. A deep, profound lethargy locks his joints. Howard, do you copy? Say something. He's just standing there, middle of the hallway. Nothing's around him. I don't know what's happening. Pure suffocating apathy severs the connection between his brain and his muscles. Oh, is this what's happening to the people who's committing suicide? Why move? Why fight? Why exist? The thoughts feel like his own, but they carry the cold foreign weight of the abstract. I can't move. What the fuck is going on down there? No mercy. Channel the rage, use it as an anger. Just laugh it off because why not? Focus on the mission, the logical steps. Feel one real thing, one detail. This is rational helps us a lot, but I only have the only dice that can actually help me right now. I used it, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Anger roll, single use. Using it. Channel the rage, use it as an anchor. +5. Plus, I can't use that yet. +9. It's 18 though. Thank God. I have one dice left. He grabs the white-hot core of his anger at PID, at the city, at the universe that keeps taking and taking. He focuses it into a single burning point of no. The void cannot digest this pure chaotic fury. It recoils, and in that split second, Howard lurches forward, a snarl tearing out of him as the paralysis breaks. He stumbles the final few steps, the psychic pressure lifting as he reaches his goal. He stands before the vault door. The biometric scanner sits beside it, a blank black eye waiting for a hand to recognize. I'm at the door. Oh my God, thank you, God. Against the odds. Now, what am I updating? I can go to Truth Seeker, Anger, Bloodlust, Brain Dead, Giga Brain, or Sensory. I feel like we need, it's one of these for this area what we're in. Moral yeah. Sensory sharpness. Sensory acuity increases perceptual awareness, making it easier to discover and analyze hidden clues. Okay. I need dice. About damn time. And what the hell was that spike on our feed? You look like you flatlined and woke up in the same breath. I saw an abstract. An abstract in a secure wing? PID really earning that budget. Just open the damn door. Drones are in position. I got your back. You know as much as tiny robots can against an abstract. Howard presses the biometric spoofer against the scanner. The gel-filled pad moves to the surface, and the device begins feeding Kiri's credentials. I'm so sorry. The scanner blinks once again, then flashes green. A heavy thud rolls through the metal as the vault's internal bolt retracts. The door slides open, revealing the heart of PID's data storage. Rows of active servers humming the cold, climate-controlled air. I'm in. Then stop admiring the view and get to work. The clock's ticking. Howard crosses the threshold. The drones drift in after him, settling into a loose guard formation as the vault doors grind shut. Just before it seals, Howard's spectral sight snaps on. For a split second, the entire wall outside the vault is illuminated in sickly green detection grid. Wipe the frame clean. Do not speak in here. What is going on with all these insects? The neural bridge is a chair of cold sculpted alloy and polymorph bolted to the floor. Howard settles into it. The frame shifts with a soft metallic gold click, recalibrating to his posture. His headset descends automatically. The visor seals over his eyes, plunging him into an immediate sensory deprivation. The spoof is holding, but the second you jack in, the system's internal defenses will focus on you. I'll run interference as long as I can, but once you're inside, you're on your own. Wow, delete my browser history. Just get me out if my vitals spike again. Yep. All right. Already watching them. You're safe-ish. Will the comms stay open? No, the second you dive, you're cut off, so don't do anything stupid in there. All right, I'm ready. See you on the other side. Howard's stomach lurches as gravity asserts itself in a place that shouldn't have any. A disorientation so profound it feels like falling forever. He finds himself in the void of impossible whiteness. There is no floor, no sky, no horizon, only a searing sterile light that bleaches all depth and detail. In every direction, monolithic white data towers rise from the nothingness, their surfaces smooth and unreadable, stretching up into an infinite ceiling. A sound tears through the silence, a ragged, panicked gasp. It takes Howard a moment to realize it's his home. The sound doesn't fade. It echoes and keeps echoing. No dying out. Rose? His voice cracks as he speaks her name. The archive repeats it. Rose. Rose? Rose? For a single heart-stopping repetition, the echo returns, not as his voice, but as a perfect mimicry of Rose's own. Then it snaps to his. Stop. Shut up. Don't say another word. You're giving it data. The archive is sampling you. It's breaking your voice into data points, matching them against every pattern it's ever stored. It feels alive. Is this an abstract or just PID text so advanced it's indistinguishable from one? Did perception go to sensory sharp? Was that the word I went to? It did. Okay. Sorry, Rose. How long have we been in here? Minutes? Hours? I can't tell. This place is fucking with my head. Hard to tell. The archive distorts sensory input. We can't trust our internal clock. Howard turns slowly, eyes sweeping across the white expanse. He needs to find Schroedergeist's file, dig up anything on DK's father, and get the hell out of here. See that? The way the tower moves? This place is reading our intention. Every thought we have changes the layout. Stay steady. Don't let panic guide the search. The archive mirrors the mind. We need discipline. What if we just scream Schroedergeist at the top of our lungs? Maybe the file can come running? Howard thinks the word but doesn't speak it. He holds the idea of Schroedergeist in his mind like a key. The archive responds. The floor seems to pull at him with a subtle directional drag, though it might just as easily be the towers moving towards him. When he blinks, a single data tower looms directly before him. He's certain he didn't move. It was simple. It was simply placed there. Or perhaps he was placed in front of it. This must be it. Schroedergeist's data. We need a method to erase it. Maybe. Brash, corrupt the code. Rewrite its space logic into a self-erasing loop. Howard steps closer, extending a hand towards the tower's seamless surface. The moment his fingertips touch it, the structure opens. He sees the architecture of the surreal file not as a monolith, but as a complex mesh of commands and dependencies. He inserts a single elegant line of corrupted logic, a paradox directly into its core perimeter, a simple recursive command. If file exists and delete file equals true. The tower begins to fold in on itself with geometric precision, each layer executing the new command before erasing itself. In seconds, the tower is gone. The Shuttergeist file is deleted as if it never existed. XP gained. There's one promise kept, now the other. DK's father, the reason she said yes to this insane plan in the first place. The white tower shifts again, sliding like glaciers. One detaches, drifting forward until it stops directly in front of Howard. Inside, a dossier glows. Paranormal Investigation Division, Employee Dossier, Labinga David? Wait, what? Employee for the PID. Vega Davin. Self-termination. Internal affairs restricted. Open a report. The moment he selected, the file burst open. Statements, medical inconsistencies, clearance overrides, details that don't add up. This is something we need to keep. The archives responds. The data twists inward, condensing into a small knot of light that hovers above Howard's palm. It's giving you an expert unit, a memory pack. Examine the packet before taking it. Howard studies the hovering packet, searching for hidden traps or embedded commands. Satisfied, he closes his hand around it. It dissolves into his palm like melting ice. The information settles into the back of his mind, waiting to be retrieved once he's out of this place. The tower closes again. The archive is ready for his next move. That's it. Slow down, feel everything. The rhythm of the construct the clear exit. We're doing rational. Construct the clear exit node. The system would align with the oh wait. What if we exit? This is the thing. If we choose the real world, and I may just be paranoid, will it have us in the real world in our body or somewhere else? And if we slow down, I feel like we do need to anchor ourselves. Slow down, feel everything. The rhythm of your chest, gravity, anchor yourself. Howard ignores the void and searches for the anchor of his own heartbeat. The thump-thump in his ears grow louder, drowning out the silence until it's the only sound. The rhythm becomes a rope. He pulls himself over hand out of the nothingness. Something goes black before the visor, then the smell hits him. Metallic, like a warehouse full of pennies. The visor hisses, retracting. The vault swims into view, and it is drenched in black. The vicious oil slick fluid coats the walls, the floor, the neural bridge. It drips from the ceiling in slow syrup-like threads. That's blood, but not blood. Abstract blood. And judging by what's left, it's not a problem anymore. You survive. Wait, what is happening? What happened to the abstract? You survived. That's enough for now. Get to your crew. In the center of the room, his two Overwatch drone lies in shattered pieces. Their metal husks twisted and torn, surrounded by splatters of the same black substance. Howard, do you copy? What the hell happened? We lost the drone feeds. What are we looking at? The drone saved me. That's a, I'm fine. Just stay where you are. You know what? No. I'm coming to you. Don't move. Howard pushes himself out of the chair, boots slipping on the slick floor as he moves towards the nearly seamless outline of the panic door. The cold rain of the Netherveil hammers down, washing the last traces of black blood from Howard's hands in the jacket. He stands alone, In a deserted hallway, DK and Lilith are already gone. The guilt hits after the adrenaline fades. He drags them into a meat grinder. Only now does he feel the true weight of the danger they barely survive. Sentiment is an operational liability. Acknowledge it and compartmentalize. You need them functional. That feeling isn't guilt. It's the realization you couldn't handle this alone. We really couldn't. They knew the risk. We all did. Now stop whining and move. Well, that was fun. Ready for the part where we find Shreddergeist and everything gets even more fucked up? Oh, we got out. Let's save it. I have one freaking dice left. The silo. The silo greets him with the same dead air as the same rust-bitten silence. He steps inside. Shreddergeist is already there, a stain of fractured light in the gloom, standing in the exact void, in the exact center of the silo. Say nothing. Let the silence hang. The frame is clean, the exposure erased, a promise developed. I kept my word. Now show me you're more than just a predator. Its frame clicks, cycling rapidly through images of the 3 suicide victims, Agura, Koss, Garvez, their faces distorted with despair. At 1 XP, you're finishing the job. A promise kept deserves a frame. Look closely. A Polaroid photograph snaps into existence and drops to the dusty floor. The abstract silhouette fractures into 1,000 shards of light, swirling upward in a finite, silent aurora before winking out. Howard crouches, brushing grit from its surface. Cursed Polaroid feels wrong to touch. It captures a silhouette that defies anatomy, a blurred snapshot of something that shouldn't exist. The image is a smear of frantic motion, yet the creature at its center stabs through the blur. Towering, multi-limbed, a silhouette Howard's mind scrambles to reject. It screams mechanical, but the certainty dissolves into something worse. What the hell is this? He flips it over. The words are sprawled in jagged, inkless letters that seems to bleed into the paper. Resting Nightjar. A spike of stillness blooms in Howard's skull, the kind that makes a loaded gun feel like a final perfect answer. Every thought narrows to a single terrifying, absolute certainty. End it. What? Okay. I'm sick of saying what is going on. Resting night. Oh my God. What is happening? Howard blinks away at his desk, his throat on fire. A ring of rope burned. A ring of rope burn circles his neck. A ring of rope burn circles his neck like a brand. The leather bolt lies coiled on the floor like a dead snake. You almost took us down with you, you miserable fucking idiot. Lucky for you, we fought back. Thank you, guys. Rose. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Poor Rose. Rose sits in the ashtray, eyes wide with terror, watching him breathe like she's tallying his final moment. Don't you ever do that again. I thought you were dead. What happened? Wait, walk me through it in order. We need to be rational. You read the note and went quiet. The words flipped something. At the silo, you slammed your head into the wall twice, then you ran here to finish it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Rose. I feel so bad. I kept trying to talk to you, but you wouldn't answer. It was like you couldn't even hear me. You just kept going. Did anyone see me? Just me and the belt. Let's keep it that way. Did I hurt anyone else? Just you and the wall you tried to crack your skull against. Did I say anything at all? Not a damn word. From the second you read that note, total shutdown. I don't want to touch the rope burn yet. And then you tore off your belt, looped it over the pipe, kicked the chair, your face went gray, then your left hand jerked like it belonged to someone else. You clawed at the knot, it slipped, and you hit the floor choking. Huh. So the insight saved us. So it took control of our arm? Left arm. How long was I out? Long enough to run from the silo, get here and try to die. 20 minutes? Felt like 20 hours. Touch the rope burn, try to remember yourself. Howard's fingers press into the ruined flesh. The pain is a key, turning a lock. Fire licks his nerves. We fought. Then why did it take so long to snap out of it? Because we didn't act together. Foley didn't understand. The smart one was still trying to make sense of it. Oh, wait, okay. So... foolishness didn't understand what was happening. Rational, the old rational, but the new rational, was trying to make sense of what was happening. Thought like your approval was hacked. Wait, the smart one was still trying to make sense of it. Thought like your approval was hacked. By the time we agreed, you were already hanging. That neon freak Shuttergeist hacked your brain. Did he? Not your approval. We're experienced hardware failures, not your approval. We've experienced hardware failures before. They don't feel like this. The desire for cessation. It was efficient, logical. Pierce got mad. Oh, perception? Sharp sensor. So, ooh. Okay. I do what I... Hold on. I do want to make a list of what these... So it was perception, which is now sensory sharpness. We have intelligence. which is now rational. We have foolishness. We have anger issues. That right now, I'm actually thinking about, after this ordeal, I'm thinking about upgrading it when we can, and virtue. I was mainly, oh no, I need that truth seeker though. I'm not hitting more perfect on him with that at all. I know that for a fact. Sensory sharpness. There was nothing. Every sense banished at one. She took it the hardest. So sensory sharpness is a chick? Don't ever do that to me. That kind of makes sense because we blacked out. She wasn't aware of anything. So it kind of does make sense that she would take it the hardest. Her anger could still be upset. Rational just didn't understand what was going on. That also makes sense. Virtue wanted to just help. Yeah, but virtue wanted to help. Anger was just angry. Foolishness was lost. Rational was trying to make sense of what was happening, and sensory sharpness, the sensory just lost all senses. Don't ever do that to me again. That's my girl. Let's go, anger. Dying with our own hands. Bad idea. Real bad. Do you? Oh my God, I'm so... Do you have any idea what absolute silence feels like? I'm sorry. The words scrape out of his bruised throat. Rose watches him, pierces together the one-sided conversation. You're talking to them again. What are they saying? They fought it. So they're working together now? Great. Your hallucinations finally learned teamwork. I love Rose though. The sarcasm fades before it fully forms. She stares at him, replaying everything she witnessed, processing the inconsistency. Think, Howard. If Shuttergeist wanted you dead, why did it let you walk out of there? She's right. The abstract was a level 3? Wait, since when did Rational know that? The photograph, it woke something that was already there. I remember wanting it to end. No, you're the most stubborn bastard I know. When you decide something, you don't stop until it's done. If you already decided to die, you'll be dead. If you really decided to die, you'll be dead. So stop crying about your feelings and look at the mechanics. There's another hostile and silent voice in my head. It wants me dead. I don't think it was a cyber attack. This wasn't my decision. Someone planted it. This wasn't my decision. Someone planted it. Who had that kind of access to your head? Howard's pulse spikes. The room tilts. A face swims up from the black water of memory. Who is Dr. Harris? Oh, the name, Dr. Harris. The man we sat from... Wait, what? The man we sat across from every Tuesday for months? A therapist? The ticking clock above his diploma, the way his pen hovers when you mention the voice. Stale coffee on his breath when he leaned in. Trust the process. The Polaroid bastard knew exactly what he was doing. I didn't like the hanging part, but he pointed us in the right direction. Howard's eyes snap open. He lunges at the desk, case file spitting like a wound opening. Well, would you look at that? Brain activity. Careful, you might start solving things. Pieces connected. The belt is forgotten, the pain is forgotten. He claws through the mountain of paperwork, autopsy notes, witness statements, financial records. He looks for the name. He needs to see it. He needs the connection, but instead stares at the empty spaces where the truth should be. The link isn't in the folder. You have to go find it yourself. Call Reynolds. Request victim's medical histories. The line picks up after a couple rings. I need to access the victim's medical histories. Medical histories? You know I just can't hand those over. Thought you wanted the case solved. Wait, why not? He's our friend. We're not about to be that rude to him. Not yet. Because I don't have access either. How is that even possible? The second you signed up for an approval, those records stopped belonging to the government. They belong to New Genesis, hospitals, insurance, mental health, neuroscans. You know I'd help if I could. I have to get creative. You would have to get creative if you want to see those. Understood. I'll figure it out. Just keep your head down and try not to do anything foolish. Too late. The line goes dead as Howard lowers the comite. Great. Capitalism 1, Howard 0. Call the net finder. Contact DK. Have her hack Harris's patient database. She taps data Kraken's contact, watching the city lights as he waits. Finally, her voice comes through, faintly buzzing with the background noise of her setup. This better not be another 5 minutes job that eats my whole night. Think you can pull some appointment records for me? All right, 5 minutes. All right, 5-minute job it is. What's got you calling to me this time? No, 2 or 3. Just a cross-reference, doctor. You know what? No, let's tell her. Can you cross-reference Dr. Harris patients with Ogura calls and the less you know, the better it's true, but name searches. That's how they know Snowden passed. I can't afford that. Lift your collar, show the rope burn from earlier. Persuasion. Please, I just need 3. Thank you. Fuck, Howard. What happened? I don't know yet, but I think whatever happened to my victims might have happened to me too. Ogura calls Garvez. Check Harris's appointment log. Keys clank on her end, then a screenshot pings in Howard's neural archives, all 3 names highlighted. Reception calendar confirms it. All 3 saw Dr. Harris. So, guess you're heading to his office? Next, won't back up. I could use a second set of eyes. Alright then, give me the specs, building access points, whatever you got. There used to be 2 alternated at the main entrance, 24/7 reception, cameras in every corridor and elevator. Reception, do they know you? Morning shift does, night shift not really. Why? Perfect, I'll go through a fake ID, someone forgettable. Logistics clerk maybe? Nah, what else you got? Think details. Sending you a visual data from my neural archives. It's a few years old. The lines fills with the sound of furious rhythmic keystrokes as DK parses the data. Got it, let's see what the old eyeballs picked up. Hello there, floor ports, nice catch. What the hell is a floor port? Maintenance hubs. If I can jack in, it's a backstage pass. Unlock doors, sloop or kill cameras. I can even trip emergency exits or mess with the air vents if you want to get dramatic. Floor ports. Maintenance access hubs built into a building's physical infrastructure. Used by authorized personnel for diagnostic, security control, and routine maintenance. Floor ports provide access to doors, cameras, vents, emergency systems, and 1 floor-level infrastructure. Can you access them? They're locked down with rotating ciphers, but I can brute force it. I just need cover. What kind of cover? Hold on. The clacking intensifies to a frantic pitch. Jackpot. Found the building's maintenance schedule. System resets, log backups, firewall refresh, digital noise heaven. When's the reset? Every morning at 4 o'clock. I love patterns. They save me so much work. I'll slip into the floorport during the reset, crack root access, and unlock Harris's office. From their end, it looks like a failed login from an internal maintenance terminal. How much time do I get? 20 minutes to work, but the unlock 90 seconds tops for the system auto reset rechecks the door. Run it back. What's the full plan? You get into the building and head for the 36th floor. Okay. Find the nearest floor port and patch me in before 4. I hijack the system, pop Harris's door, and loop the hall cam. You get in, find what you need, and you're gone before the system knows it's been kissed. I got it. I'll be ready. You better be. I don't run cleanup. The line cuts, the plan is set, the clock's ticking. Confront the architect of your suicide. Did we just close the case? Howard tries to remember Dr. Harris, the waiting room, the office, the walk home. A cold prickle crawls up the back of his neck. Deep inside his neural archive, he feels the outline of something sealed away, a locked door he never knew was there. He closes his eyes, but the darkness behind his eyelids doesn't feel empty anymore. What did this doctor do? Oh my God! End of book 1! Beneath the ashen horizon disapproved? Oh, it's the song. Part right now of the game is dice management, but in my defense, I messed up the dice at the very beginning, not realizing the top and bottom numbers count. Interesting, but a lot of stories we had no clue of knowing, like the therapist. What a terrible place to meet a soul. That's not funny. Oh man, I don't want to do it out there. I hope it keeps me where I am with still playing. So in book 1, we leveled up twice. It's at least 2 levels per book. I really want to get intelligence up. Virtue. There's 3 books, isn't it? Is this the doctor? I don't want to go too far. Celestial Return, book number 2. The case finally comes together, just not the way it should. The paperwork is flawless, the truth perfectly legal, but the victory tastes like ash, revealing the machine Howard just served. All right, we are. Uh, okay. I wanted.